What's going on? Paul Panay Sanchez here with another video, and this one is in regards to push-ups. Now we'll go over the different variations you guys can do to level up your fitness game overall, and the form and its modifications. So I did a video, one of my first videos actually on my Instagram account was about the standard push-up, the modification for the standard push-up, and overall what the benefits are. So again, just a review of the push-up, you're working your chest, your triceps, your shoulders, your back, depending on the variation, as well as your core, because you are tightening your center of gravity to really bring your body down, your whole body weight, as well as up. So again, so many benefits to this exercise that you can do at home. So if you don't have a gym membership or you don't want to go to the gym because of the current global situation, that's okay. The push-up can be done anywhere where you have a firm surface, and that's the beauty of this exercise, which is why I personally love it so much. But overall, great benefits with no equipment needed. Okay, so without further ado, the standard push-up first. So right here, you're gonna plant your hands and your feet, all right? And you're gonna turn your hand to the left, pretend you're turning a doorknob to the left with your left hand, and then vice versa with the right, turning a doorknob with the right hand to the right. So that allows you to really firmly plant your hands, and then open up your chest as you go down, all right? Engage your chest, bring your shoulders a little bit back so you have that chest puffed out, ready to go, and then core nice and tight to keep that back straight. Bringing it down, and then quickly on the way up. Again, time under tension, so then you really engage your muscles, and then tap that chest to the ground. Now, of course, depending on what your goals are with the push-up routine you're doing, if your goal is to gain more strength and to obviously become a little bit more jacked, so to speak, then you want to have more time under stress when you're doing these exercises. So that means quality over quantity, slower. All right, well, quality over quantity no matter what, but you want to have that quality form when you are taking it slow to reach that strength level. And then if you're still wanting to go a little bit quicker with your push-ups, more so cardiovascular and endurance purposes, then you still want to maintain the form. However, you obviously can go a little bit quicker with the taps as well as the push-ups. But again, if you're trying to reach strength level, which is what most people do after the endurance level phase, you want to maintain that quality a little bit slower on the way down and on the way up. So the next variation of push-ups is the diamond push-up. Here you're going to bring in your hands closer to each other on the ground, all right? So that allows you to really engage the triceps and the chest more, because you're pretty much squeezing your chest together in this standard position right here with your hands closer together. So you're touching your index fingers as well as your thumbs to form a, you guessed it, diamond. And then from here, you're gonna have your chest right above it. Bring it down. Your elbow should naturally be poking out at about 45-degree angle. And then push back up just how you would with the standard push-up. Tap, bring it back up. All right, and again, this one's a little bit more advanced, so if this is your first time doing the exercise, I don't expect you to go all the way down, so you can go maybe at about halfway and then feel it out. However, modifications apply, just like the standard push-up. So if you have a cushion, perfect. Plant your knees, keep your feet flat, core nice and tight, and then from here on out, you're just gonna go all the way down. So that applies also to the standard push-up, which I was about to do, all right? Standard push-up or diamond push-up, both are okay for you to have your knees going on the ground as well as keeping your feet flat. Try not to cross your feet when you do this, because you can also bring your feet up, which is not a good thing, which can lead to a back arch if you are just starting out. So this is what it looks like. So my back naturally arches more when you're bringing your feet up and crossing them. Even if you're not crossing them, you're still arching, all right? And if you don't have a strong core in that moment, it's going to compensate, your lower back is going to compensate for that back arching or for not having the strong enough chest. But however, that's why you want to keep your feet flat, so you tighten that core up and practice and train the strength of your core. For the next variation, you have the plank push-up. Now here, there are two variations, one for endurance purposes and one for strength. The strength one is the one that I want to show you guys here. So again, you're in a standard position, and then from here, you're gonna bring your elbows to 90 in the ground and then push back up, back to where you started. This is really engaging your triceps. You are blasting your triceps with this one, as well as keeping your core nice and tight, working the core, because again, it's a plank push-up, and you are moving very rigidly your whole torso down and up, back and forth. All right, so that allows you to really engage the rectus abdominis, abs, and then your triceps again. And I wouldn't call this necessarily modification, but it's a lot simpler if you're starting out. You're in a plank hold, again with your elbows at 90 degrees, plant the hand right where the elbow was, push on up, back down, and then again, keep doing the same thing. So if you really want to get a good heart rate going, as well as for HIIT training, that is the variation of plank push-up that you want to do. Some trainers will call it up and downs, and that's okay. It just every trainer has different names for the same exercise. It's just a matter as long as you know form. That's really what counts for you. And then the last variation is to blast the chest more, and you have handles. All right. So make sure that you have proper standard push-up form before you actually attempt this specific handle push-up, and as well as the diamond push-up and the plank push-up, because you want to make sure that all your muscles are firing well enough for you to be able to attempt the next forms of push-ups. So here, obviously because you're at a higher elevation, you're gonna have to go a little bit further down with more distance between the starting position here and by the time I touch the ground. So here, engage your chest just how you would on a standard push-up, tap, and right here is where you're really blasting the chest from the bottom all the way up. All right, what that's doing is really engaging my pectoralis minor, all right, the vertical, slightly diagonal vertical muscle. And then as soon as I pass a certain threshold, say from about here, I'm transferring that energy to my pectoralis major, the fan-shaped muscle, the bigger muscle. So that is a chest blaster. You want to make sure that, again, you're doing it in a slow manner if your goal is for strength, and then push up, nice and controlled. And you have it right there, the handle push-up. That's what I like to call it, because obviously it's using the handle and you're putting less pressure on your wrist, as opposed to the standard push-up where you're bending your wrist and then all the pressure from your body is going right here. Of course, you're tightening your muscles and you're extending the pressure outward, but overall, when you're flattening it like this, wrist is getting the brunt of it. When you have a handle, you're actually putting more of the pressure on the handle itself. You're transferring that force. So it's important to know that, depending on if you're very sore or you have injury, tendonitis, that tends to get in the way of people being able to do standard push-ups. So that's why they have handles for this as well. All right, so I hope that this video helped in any way, shape, or form. If you like this video, please subscribe, leave a comment in the section below for any recommendations or anything that you guys want to see me cover in terms of exercises, stretches, and overall, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your weekend, wherever you may be, all right? Let's get it. No excuses.